Good morning. I'm Senior Lieutenant James Unger, Newcastle County Police Department. On behalf of County Executive Thomas Gordon, Director of Public Safety Joseph Bryant, Chief Administrative Officer Timothy Mullaney, and the Chief of Police Colonel Elmer Setting, I want to wish a very warm welcome to all of you for this Police Memorial Day observance. At this time, I'd like to take a moment to thank the families and friends of the fallen officers who have joined us here today. I also want to thank officials from county government, community leaders, current officers and retirees for joining with us to pay respects for those who have sacrificed so much for the betterment of the citizens of Newcastle County. At this time, I'd like to call upon Master Corporal Michael Zielinski, President of the Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge 5, to make some brief remarks.
Good morning to all of our survivors, elected officials, police staff, retirees, members of the public, and my fellow brothers and sisters in law enforcement. I welcome you to the Public Safety Building today as we honor Newcastle County police officers that died in line of duty and while actively serving the citizens of Newcastle County. As the FMP President, I am truly humbled and honored that I have been afforded the privilege of addressing all of you on such a solemn occasion. It's no secret that the law enforcement profession is dangerous. I think we all know that, but we often overlook the facts and think we will beat the odds. There are approximately 900,000 sworn law enforcement officers in the United States today. On average, a law enforcement officer is killed in the line of duty every 61 hours. Since the late 1700s, over 20,000 law enforcement officers have made the ultimate sacrifice. In 2015, a total of 123 officers were killed in the line of duty. Just a few short months into 2016, a total of 33 officers have been killed in the line of duty. The total number of officer deaths may be down from previous years, but there are two alarming statistics I want to share with you. Over the last year, line of duty death caused by firearms has increased by 113%, and assaults on police officers have increased overall by 363%. I have said time and time again that police officers are unique and certainly a special breed of human beings. It takes a special person to do this job and no doubt a special family to support them along the way. Each year, the President of the United States dedicates May 15th as Police Officers Memorial Day and the entire week in which it falls as Police Week. Thousands of police officers descend on Washington, D.C. each year to honor our fallen brothers and sisters during this time. For those of you who have never attended such a service, I highly encourage you to do so. Your life will be changed forever. The law enforcement profession is enormous and one that I'm truly honored to call my family. As we gather here today, we celebrate and remember our fallen officers for all that they were, all that they did, and all that they stood for. We were privileged to have their service, their protection, their friendship, and their love. Today we share their stories of their valor, their idealism, their humor, and their grace. So as we gather here today to honor and remember our fallen officers, I ask for one thing from you. I ask that we all recommit ourselves to the high standard that they set for all of us, and the service to the citizens of Newcastle County, and the support of our fellow law enforcement officers. We are the heirs to their legacy, and must be the champions of those they sought out to protect. To my fellow brothers and sisters here today, my message to you is this. I will never stop fighting for the tools, resources, and benefits you need and deserve. I will always support your work in the service of the mission we share, a mission for which so many have given so much. And I will proudly stand alongside you as we carry these efforts into the future. The memory of every officer we honor here today and every name etched into the walls of the National Law Enforcement Memorial deserves nothing less. Stay together and stay safe. It is my honor to introduce the Newcastle County Chief of Police, Colonel Elmer Setting.
Good morning and welcome. I, as always, will be brief, but I would like to try and isolate a smaller message, as Mike called out the numbers for the entire United States and where we are and how many officers we've lost. This morning, while reading the news journal, I had read that 3 different officers of the varying militaries died in combat operations in Iraq. 3. That's this year. In my hand, I have 8 thank you cards from chiefs from surrounding areas, no bigger than Iraq, saying thank you for sending officers to these officers' funerals. 8 this year. And there's a folder on my desk roughly the size of a phone book. We are living in a different world, and this badge may look like it weighs very little, but at times in the field, it can seem to weigh 1,000 pounds. So I thank our retirees for standing with us, bowing your heads and praying with us, the serving officers that are here with us today. I thank my friends that are my leaders and guiders, Joe Bryant, Tom Gordon, our council for support, because we don't have an easy task. It's a Herculean task. To the families, there's nothing I can say that would ever fill the void that was created by our loss. But I can say this, their service and their courage is a reminder to us who serve every single day. It is a beacon of hope. We want to be courageous. We want to be good people, and they give us that ability. For those serving, as I say every year, the price we pay now is vigilance, and it's never been more clear. Vigilance. Thank everybody. I thank our families. I thank our brothers and sisters for serving in such a tough time in the world. I'd like to take a minute to introduce our county executive who has helped this department get to the cutting edge of technology, the best uniforms, the best of everything, our fleet, and I thank him for his support.
And good morning. Let me start by thanking Public Safety, Joe Bryant, with the FOP for performing this service every year to recognize the officers that are no longer with us. At this same time, we should take time out to thank the officers that are currently in service, the retirees for coming today to make this an important event, and of course, the families and the officers that are no longer with us and whose shoulders we stand on. So with that in mind, let's keep, as we go out throughout this day, the loss that we've suffered. We have re-elected officials here today, our row officers, Michael Kizikowski. We have Zero Poppity, and there's a third one that I saw, Kenny Bolt. So thank you all for coming, everybody, and appreciate it very much.
Would Colonel Setting and President Zelensky please come forward for the presentation of the wreaths? At this time, I'd also like to ask Officer First Class Gregory Bruno, Lodge 5 Chaplain, to come to the podium for the reading of the names of the fallen officers.
Corporal Paul J. Sweeney.
Thank you.
Corporal Ralph Doors. Corporal Charles Hicken. Sergeant William Honey. Corporal Alfred Scarpella. Corporal Gary Slayton. Corporal William Stell. Corporal Robert Zakcheski.
Ho!